Hi, I'm Jim Lueck, voice impressionist, voiceover artist, voice actor. I've been doing recordings for radio, TV, and film for decades. These three techniques are what I use. Technique number one, speech pattern. Now, every character has its own speech pattern. So what you want to do is look at how the pitch, the pace, little nuances that you can pick up on with that speech pattern. So how do you know what a speech pattern is? Well, basically, as someone is speaking or writing, let's say writing, every place you can place a comma, that basically is a thought phrase. So break it down into thought phrases, and then you'll be able to see that speech pattern emerge a little easier. I'll give you an example. John Wayne. John Wayne had a speech pattern. His thought phrases stuck out like a sore thumb because you could put a pause or a comma at every main thought phrase. Well, you know, I had a girlfriend once. She had long black hair, just one. It hung from her nose, and every time she sneezed, she whipped my horse to death. Now, with that impression, there are several places, of course, you can place commas because John Wayne was famous for chopping up his thought phrases in a very deliberate manner. So speech pattern is key to doing a good impression. So you need to really listen to how fast they're going. Like John Wayne, he's slow, very deliberate, uses downward inflections at the end of each little thought phrase. So those types of things. Number two, optimum pitch. Now everyone has an optimum pitch. Basically it's a lower level register of when you're speaking, okay? Optimum pitch would involve anything that's within your wheelhouse, okay? Anywhere within the pitches that your individual voice can encompass. Now sometimes you can use falsetto, which is beyond the normal speaking range, like Mickey Mouse, for example. That would be a character you'd have to do in, at least I would have to do in falsetto. So it'd be, ha, you're fired. So that is a character that is way beyond my normal speaking, but I can reach it when I click into falsetto. But that takes practice. But what I'm talking about for your optimum pitch are characters that are closer to the same pitch of your own voice. That makes it a little easier. For example, Tom Brokaw. I worked for years trying to get Tom Brokaw down, and I practiced because I knew he's a baritone. I can try to reach that same level, but studying his speech pattern and then finally practicing in my car, I think every day for like a year, I finally got Tom Brokaw down. So Tom Brokaw has a very, very deep voice, but he is within my personal range. The optimum pitch is important. So when you start out, focus on the optimum pitch. Whatever is within your optimum range, try those first. That way you'll be less disappointed as you continue to progress or practice. It'll be a little easier on your vocal cords. And last but not least, record yourself and listen to recordings of other impressionists. That was key for me. When I started out doing impressions, I was 8 years old, okay? And I was watching Rich Little. He's a famous old school impressionist. I would watch him anytime he was on Johnny Carson's show. That's really dating myself, but anytime he guest host, I would be there with my little tape recorder. I would record every bit I could possibly get of his. Why? Because I was listening for things that he may be doing with his voice that I might be able to copy. And it's important because you go also see how others kind of interpret that speech pattern and what it is that they focus on. So usually it's the speech pattern, the rhythm, the optimum pitch, all of those kind of come together. But you need to record yourself and practice. That's the main thing. But do it like I did, in your car on the drive to work, or a car actually has very good acoustics for trying to home in on a particular character voice. So that's what I would recommend. Practice, practice, practice. And try not to drive too many people crazy. I know I have. My wife says she doesn't know who she's married to each morning. So that's it. Those are my 3 tips. Hopefully I'll see you back here to listen to some of the parodies that I produce. Thanks. Ha ha! Oh boy!